Prince Naseem Hamed.
Oh my word! All over.
Right out of the blue, one punch, the fight's all over.
Can he take the power of Naseem Hamed, the knockout expert?
A knockout artist with blazing speed.
And Prince Naseem Hamed retains his title.
I'm never ever gonna lose. Blatantly. I ain't losing nothing.
Right hand has decked him in the first round. There's that power again.
Not that you're taking your opponent too lightly tonight.
No, I'm not taking him lightly, but he's gonna get beat just like the rest.
Nobody at this moment is producing round-by-round excitement the way this guy does.
It's a good look at greatness we haven't.
He took his gloves off NAZ so the commission can check it, see if there's any metal or anything. They can't believe the power.
The speed, movement and power are exemplary. The combinations are blindingly fast.
NAZ was a showman who danced and dazzled at every opportunity.
I think we can expect another of those choreographed entrances.
And what ring entrance has he cooked up for us tonight, I wonder? We'll never have seen anything quite like the entrance show that Prince Naseem Hamed is about to unveil.
Maybe the greatest showman as a boxer since Muhammad Ali.
He came out of the flying carpet. How amazing is that?
But it's his antics in the ring which lead to some people accusing him of clowning around.
His flamboyant persona made him a star, but it was his knockout power.
The punches come from such unusual angles
that made him a legend.
Once again, you see the awesome punching power of Prince Naseem Hamed. And that's going to be the end of the fight.
Featherweights with Prince Naseem, when they get hit, it's a whole different story.
Prince Naseem Hamed.
This 20-year-old southpaw has been in boxing since he was 7 years old.
Crunching fight there. Dropped him.
But that shows the natural power that Naz has. He doesn't wind up, he doesn't set himself for the punch.
Hamed is an exception, a fighter from an Arab culture where sport is a pastime, not a profession.
As an amateur, I won 7 national titles. I beat everybody. I beat the Olympic champion from America. As far as I'm concerned, I think I'm the best out there.
Here is Prince Naseem Hamed. His debut, well, you know, we've launched the careers of Chris Eubank and Herbie Hyde on Pro Box, and this might just be a young man to join that dynamic duo.
Naseem is a southpaw, but he's very unorthodox and throws punches off either foot or either hand.
He opened his career with a string of violent knockout wins. With a single punch, he was capable of banishing opponents to the shadow realm.
Good shot.
Body shot.
To get over it, it really took the wind out of his sails, and that's all over.
Well,
the delighted young man doing his flips for all to see.
He's a hard hitter. Round 1, scheduled for 6. Hamed in the leopard skin, Bloomer in the white. Left, got him, and that's it. A third successive second round win. Here come the acrobatics. The arrogant swagger.
Like people will say he's a bit mouthy and he's this and that, but he's backing it up, you know, because he's knocking MFs out, you know what I'm saying?
Rattling off knockout win after knockout win.
And great body shot from Naseem.
I'm young, cool, calm and collected, confident, extraordinary, powerful, you name it, I've got it.
Hamed really loading up there. You can see him just bending the knees, getting full power into these punches.
Oh, left to the body, and he winced in pain as it landed.
Champion at Bantam, Johnny Armour. Oh, lovely right there from Hamed, straight through the middle, down goes Lay. And Lay still, oh, lovely right hand, slinks down to the canvas, and I think they're telling him to stay where he is. It's all over.
And providing the top of the bill is boxing's latest ego, who certainly makes Chris Eubank look a bit shy and retiring, but only a little bit. He's an outstanding 20-year-old from Sheffield whose parents come from North Yemen. The name, Prince Naseem Hamed, and he's a right little show-off.
Here we go, we'll see if Naseem Hamed can really live up to those boasts. So far he has done. Certainly got a lot of talent.
With each explosive knockout, his legend grew.
Oh dear, that southpaw left hand did the business right above us, Jim. He's not going to get up from that. I can't say that I blame him. The crowd have loved it, you see. Well, he comes from North Yemen, originally born in Sheffield. He's certainly going to be a star, this kid, by the look of it.
He's been called big-headed and arrogant, but can he fight at the highest level? We'll find out a lot more tonight.
His antics rubbed some the wrong way, but he grabbed the attention of spectators.
He's very difficult to hit. He's very elusive. He'll stick his chin out, but I doubt Bacardi will get too near it.
We'll find out. There it goes. He didn't vault the rope, by the way, so you missed nothing there with Hamed. He learned from the video. He said he'd watched it. Oh, dear.
Bro, people forgot about Naseem, and his style was amazing.
Southpaw left hand, straight as an arrow. Didn't travel very far, but he got the message, didn't he?
Because his style was so crazy. He had his hands down by his knees, and he would like bend at the waist and just wing punches at you.
Brave little guy, but just taken out by some very accurate and hard punching for a bantamweight. No question.
You got on with it straight away instead of messing about?
Yep. No funny stuff, no showboating, as they say. I just wanted down to business tonight, predict the round in the third, and boom, took him out.
In a few short years, Naseem has taken himself and his family from a couple of rooms above his father's newsagent shop in Winco Bank, just outside Sheffield, to a world full of riches that his family could scarcely have dreamt
Well,
of.
I think his last performance was quite breathtaking. Hand speed was incredible, that of a cat. Punching power was incredible. He just looks an awesome prospect, and obviously he's got to keep winning and keep performing the way he has done. I'm sure he's going to perform tonight.
The first gymnastic routine. Hands are so fast, the punches come from such unusual angles that most of his opponents find it an extremely bewildering experience.
Another fan-pleasing destruction.
It must hit with some strength, this guy. I mean, he's a rough old customer, Ramirez. He's been around a bit and unbeaten.
But one thing you cannot question is his power. He is the biggest punching featherweight out there. I'm convinced of that.
Eyesight, indispensable to a fighter. But people don't understand what the eyes do for you. Peripheral vision, the ability to see punches coming. That's why Ali never got hit. He doesn't get hit the same way.
It's the young Prince. Naseem Hamed has done everything right so far. 15 fights, 15 wins, 13 inside the distance. A couple of championship belts as well, and he's still only 20.
Well, it's a small arena here, but it's tightly packed. And he's done the PR really well up here.
Well, he didn't really get much of a look in with that one. So now, let's see what Hamed can do.
Well, fighters like Muhammad Ali, Roberto Duran. For Engel, he might get blown away here if he's not careful. Another left rocked him. He can't cope with the speed. He looks befuddled. Hamed might take him out in one here.
Well, this is excellent work.
Oh, dear. Well, that is a knockdown and no shove. It's all over in the fourth round. And there is the official somersault, of course. 14th knockout or stoppage.
Now, this kid's got great eyesight, got great leg movement, excellent legs. And those two things, what Ali had, great eyesight, great movement.
So relaxed, I'm ready to do the business.
It's not that you're taking your opponent too lightly tonight.
No, I'm not taking him lightly, but he's going to get beat, just like the rest.
NAZ had become a superstar in the UK.
He's got so much speed and so much power.
Oh, what a left hook.
He's got so much natural power. All he needs to do is to get his arm extended and punch quickly, and that's what he done.
He's got no control of his feet. I mean, he really planted that with a champion's skill there.
When Prince got you hurt, he put you down.
Now the referee should stop that, Rich.
Yeah, he's over.
That's the last thing we want. That was unnecessary, that last punch. Totally unnecessary.
Still unbeaten, of course.
It's the best I've ever seen. My favourite was Muhammad Ali and Ray Robinson. Brilliant fighters. But God be me judge, this is the best I've ever seen.
It's been so far so good in the career of Hamed,
But still, early days, isn't it, Barry?
Yes, without a doubt. I mean, there's going to be a period now before he fights for the world title, but I feel sure it can't be more than sort of 4, 5, 6 months away.
Well, it's straight out of the circus, isn't it? The general expectation is that Hamed may now only be a matter of months away from getting his shot at a world championship. Big right hand. Naseem ringing around this arena. Oh, terrific right hand. Then a delayed action fall for Angeles. It seemed to take a while to take effect. It was the right hand, I'm sure, that did it. Is he going to beat the count? No, he's not. He's knocked out in the second round. There's the backflip.
Prince Naseem.
He really has caught the national imagination, this young fella.
From Scotland to Somerset, Prince Naseem Hamed has been building his support, and the support is here at the Albert Hall. He's next into the ring. A big night for him.
Chris Eubank, eat your heart out.
NAZ was 1 win away from a title shot.
Due to go 12. Somewhere along the line, you get the feeling somebody is going to connect like that left hand from Naseem. I'll tell you what, this fellow is a puncher. Get up, says Hamed. He's done it again. Another somersault, another victory, and the march towards a world championship. But he seems to have everything, doesn't he? Marvellous reflexes.
People watching that are going to say, well, we don't want to fight him. It's difficult for you to find a fight.
It is. The problem is he's got such power. You know, I mean, I've never seen anybody punch like this. You know, he punches like a middleweight.
Is he the complete article?
Without a doubt. There's still, you know, you always hold a little bit in reserve, but he looks so talented. Just like to see him hit on the chin and be tested a bit, but all the other attributes he's got in abundance.
The Prince of Hype, Naseem Hamed, the showman who adores the limelight and the adulation. The humble featherweight king, the people's champion, Steve Robinson, racking up 7 successful defences and proving a durable world champion.
Well, my money's on Robbo. There's my £40 there on Robbo tonight, because Naz is going down.
He's much too tall, much too big, much too strong. Naseem's going to go down within 4 rounds without a sweat.
Hamed's boastings have been backed by brilliance in the ring so far, an extraordinary talent at bantamweight and super bantam, but now he seeks a first world title.
The time had come for Prince to take his place atop the division.
Are we about to enter a new era in boxing in this country, or is Hamed about to be proved just another overhyped fraud?
12 rounds for the WBO Featherweight Championship.
Defense right down.
He's talking to Robinson as well. Robinson says, okay then. He's trying to goad him into coming out of that defensive shell, and he's managed to do that, I think.
Prince rose to the occasion.
Now Hamed's trying to open up, and look at Robinson trying to close the range. Now Hamed's laughing. He really is up for this one, or he should be, because this is a fight which could elevate him to a new level if he can get through it. Brilliant boxing in that round, and it carries on after the bell. There's no love lost in there. I think Robinson's a little bit angry at the moment. Oh, he's got him! Down goes Robinson for only the 2nd time in his career. Surely it can only be a matter of time before Naseem Hamed is unleashed on the American public. There are already stirrings of interest in him over there. Stopped the fight as he slipped in the corner, and Prince Naseem Hamed is now king. The coronation of the young star.
He was given a display of extraordinary quality where he's fully justified the hype and the boasting.
Well, superstardom, there's no question about it. He's young, he's superbly talented, his speed and balance is absolutely extraordinary, and his ability to sort of figure out what a guy's got and figure out his Achilles heel is quite incredible.
A great champion is a very eclectic mixture of characteristics. Yes, you've got to have the goods in the ring, but what separates those fighters from the superstars of the sport is personality.
Round one. Prince Naseem's first title defense was a doozy.
Oh my word! Oh my word!
Perhaps the fastest knockdown in boxing history.
This fight should be stopped. That young fella's legs are completely gone. All over. All over. The most clinical finish seen in the British ring for some time. And Prince Naseem Hamed retains his WBO featherweight title.
But there were other fighters like Johnny Nelson and Earl Bowman Graham who were equally difficult to hit. But it's Naz's power that shocks and surprises me. Tremendous power. Doesn't have to set himself to deliver that power.
Prince Naseem Hamed has swept all before him on this side of the Atlantic as he makes his second defense of the WBO World Featherweight title tonight against Daniel Alicea from Puerto Rico. And tonight we'll see if he can take another step towards his avowed intention of becoming one of the all-time greats.
And what ring entrance has he cooked up for us tonight, I wonder? Last time out, he won in 35 seconds, Prince Naseem.
He's the type of fighter that every fight is always exciting to look forward to, because anything can happen. As Barry says, he leans off, comes in, leaves his chin wide open sometimes.
Oh, he's got him down! Naseem is put down by a right hand. It's only a flash knockdown.
Prince shook the knockdown off.
Good solid right hand there.
Oh, left hook, and down goes Alicea. There's the answer. Knockdown in both rounds so far. And I don't think he'll get up from that. It's called off. The fight is over. The fight is over. There'll be no count. He's won it in round two. The 9th time he's won in round two. And that was Hamed's answer to suffering the first knockdown of his career.
His crowd-pleasing wins prompted many to wonder when he'd head overseas.
I think that will be a tremendous promotion for Hamed. Tremendous promotion for him. I mean, he's they know about him over the boxing fraternity. Now the public at large know about him, and he can be a big star over there.
In his next fight, Naseem predicted a round 2 knockout.
Really, it's all about what Molina is going to make of Naseem, because he throws punches from all sorts of angles.
Trying to step it up now. Fast punches, good ones, and he's got him going here. With a big right hand, he walked onto that. And the moment Naseem's doing what he wants, right hand and a thunderous left. Molina, I don't think is going to be able to carry on. It is over. It is stopped in the second round. He said round 2. It is round 2. And that was really back to business as usual. His 9th second-round win in 24 fights. He's still the champion. Give us your reflections on that performance. You said round 2. It was round 2.
Yeah, but was it in the second minute of round 2 the way I predicted?
No, it wasn't. It was in the last minute of round 2, but we're not going to argue about that, are we?
The Prince's game, for which you either love him or you hate him.
Prince Naseem Hamed, who is treated almost like royalty, or at least like a rock star in nearby England, and Hamed knows exactly how to milk it.
These entrances, I know you think they're great for the showbiz of the sport, but how unfair to the opponent is they have to wait in the ring for him to come in?
Look, you go on and be champion yourself and get your entry. Don't be jealous or knock the other guy. If you're champion, you do what you want to.
The WBO featherweight champion of the world, Prince Naseem Hamed.
Looking to claim the IBF featherweight strap, NAZ challenged Tom Johnson.
The key things is what happens when Prince Naseem Hamed lands what he calls his rocket launchers. Johnson has been on the floor once or twice. He's got him with a left hand. Johnson backed up against the ropes, has to take another right hand.
He's really putting power into the right hands now, Hamed.
Oh, he looks in a bad way. Johnson tottering, almost went right hand. He's surely ready to go. Surely only seconds away here. If Naseem can find another big punch like that.
Prince blasted the IBF champ and claimed his second belt.
Prince Naseem Hamed adds the IBF featherweight championship of the world to his WBO belt. He is twice a world champion.
Superb talent. He's only young, he's 20 years of age, and I think that he's going to go on to become the best fighter this country's ever seen.
WBO and now IBF featherweight champion of the world. How does that sound, Naz?
It sounds great. 2 times world champion, as I say I was going to be.
So this the moment when Prince Naseem Hamed can send out a message to every other featherweight in the world that he is now the dominant force in this division.
He predicts the fastest count of the week here. Naseem, he says it'll be over in the first round. Will he be right? Let's see. Big left hand from Naseem, and Hardy took that well, or Peter, then another right hand.
Against Billy Hardy, Naz predicted a first-round KO.
Has stepped in the first round. There's that power again. He said round one. It is round one. He's still the WBO and IBF champion. But that's the story of Prince Naseem Hamed. Durable fighters, people who don't get stopped, are just getting blasted away.
He is the only major boxing attraction who appears eager to fight all comers. He's not hiding behind outrageous demands to duck the best fighters out there.
Much has happened for him, Jim, in 4 years. Just over 4 years ago, he fought here as a youngster on the undercard at Wembley. Nobody really knew what was going to happen.
Don't go and make the tea or coffee now. Hands are so fast, the punches come from such unusual angles. And when another big left hand goes through. Oh, big right uppercut, that corkscrew right uppercut, which is a trademark punch, one he has invented himself. The class gap is massive.
He's finding terrific angles here, bringing them round. Another good left hand.
And Cabrera is stopped in the second round, just as he predicted. Cabrera hardly landed a punch, and again he makes the forecast come true.
Because he's getting $2.5 million tonight, a record for a featherweight.
Naz is already one of the most successful boxers of all time, with career earnings of over £30 million.
At the end of another spectacular year in the life of Prince Naseem Hamed, Britain's most talked about young fighter.
And I'm proud to announce the winner of the Sports Entertainer of 1995 is Prince Naseem Hamed.
While many objected to his over-the-top entrances and ring persona, no one could argue with the results.
Watch me go out there and dismantle a man, knock the man clean out in the third round.
Naseem had become a phenom.
The crowd here are certainly enjoying every moment of this.
Dio says, I am the best featherweight in the world, and I will prove it here. Let's see. Talk is one thing, action's another. Wee bit of showboating as well. It's a form of psychological warfare, of course, with him, among the best opponents that he'd faced, judging on that video. He's getting marked up, busted up around the face now for Dio. He's being picked apart, just bit by bit. Look at this, I think he's trying to do all this for the Sheffield fans. He's playing to the audience, trying to taunt poor Padillo, who's taking all this.
Naz put on an absolute clinic in his 9th title defense.
So far it's basically just been a kind of boxing masterclass, really, by the champion. Not too happy, took another big left hand. This fellow is durable, but even he was wobbled by that. Down right. Blood coming from his nose. This could be the finish now. They want to stop it. The Dio's corner want to stop it. They've rescued him. They don't want him to take any more of this. And Prince Naseem Hamed retains the WBO Featherweight Championship for the 8th time. And I thought that was one of his most impressive performances.
At last, NAZ was coming to America.
Kevin Kelly stands in Naseem Hamed's way right now, but Naseem Hamed on the brink, he hopes of capturing the hearts and minds of the American public.
Neither Prince Naseem Hamed nor Kevin Kelly are exactly shy, so their final pre-fight face-to-face confrontation was always going to be a lively affair. Rarely, if ever, seen anything like this in the United States. We're used to it back home now. What are they going to make of this?
It began at Madison Square Garden, where Kevin Kelly waited and cooled his heels for a long period of time in the ring, while NAZ danced and gawded.
But the bottom line, really, that these American fans will want to know is, can he really fight when he's pitched in at a decent level as he is tonight? Prince Naseem lands in the United States.
There's the bell. Both guys come out throwing hard shots. He's trying to open up and Kevin against the rope.
In the first round, the Prince left his chin open and got caught.
Down goes the Prince. Kevin Kelly timed him and caught him.
It looked to the American audience like NAZ was nothing more than a media hype job.
No Purnell Whitaker move.
In the second round, Prince was spun like a top, then dropped again.
Down he goes again. Another big punch by Kevin Kelly. The crowd is going delirious. Down goes Kevin Kelly. Kelly throws hard punches again. This fight has ebbed and flowed back and forth. Both guys throwing home run shots now. Down goes Kelly again.
In the fourth round, NAZ secured the KO victory.
Naseem Hamed knocked out Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly was a split second too late getting up.
He is a phenomenon. He can get away with stuff that other fighters can't get away with.
For which you either love him or you hate him.
It takes more than just a fighter to be an exception, to be an attraction, to make people switch on, to make people turn up to a fight.
On Halloween, Prince put on a one-of-a-kind show.
For the WBO Featherweight Championship of the World.
He dropped Vasquez in the first round.
Oh, got him with the left hook there. He's got to give him an 8 count there. They're just walking back into the fire again. All over. All over. And the crowd gone raving mad here, as you would expect.
How much of an advantage is your style against fighters who have learned to fight the way most fighters have learned to fight?
My style takes people apart. It's totally on its own. It's unique. It's different.
Folks, Prince Hamed, I've heard, is getting a reported $7 million for this fight tonight. Undefeated WBO featherweight champion of the world, man of the British Empire, Prince Naseem
And round one begins.
battered Paul Engel, dropping him 3 times.
Oh, and he's got him with a countering shot with the left hand, and that might have concluded it. Oh, it was a terrific shot.
And a new knockout streak has begun.
Now, I say he's the best fighter around now because he makes no excuse. He fights the top fighters. I wouldn't even do that.
Well, what you like is excitement, and certainly nobody at this moment is producing round-by-round excitement the way this guy does.
It's a good look at greatness we're having. It's a wonderful
Sparkling night of boxing from Olympia in London as Naseem Hamed defended his WBO World Featherweight title against Vuyani Bungu of South Africa, the former long-reigning IBF Super Bantamweight World Champion and a respected opponent.
The royalty of boxing, Prince Naseem Hamed.
He came out of the flying carpet. How amazing was that, bro? People forgot about Naseem.
Elevating his flamboyant ring entrances to new heights, Prince came out on a flying carpet.
Vuyani Bungu says that he's fought Hamed in his head for 3 years now, and every time he wins because he knows the right strategy.
Naz absorbed some early shots.
That's a big right hand from Bungu, though. In close. Hamed leaving himself a little bit open.
But it was only a matter of time before he dropped the hammer.
Comes back with a good right of his own there.
Power from the shot, and then when he gets in the right position, really plants his legs and bangs them in hard.
Oh, and a big left hand. In the 4th round, and I'm not sure he'll get up from that. It was an absolutely lethal shot, and he's not made it. It's over, and Prince Naseem Hamed answers all his critics with a blisteringly brilliant performance here, and becomes the first ever man to stop Vuyani Bungu in his long career. That was punch perfect.
Is the old Naseem Hamed back?
Yeah, definitely. You have to give him full credit. That was an excellent performance. I mean, nobody fancied Bungu to beat Naz. We've been saying for a long time Naz is the best featherweight in the world, but everybody expected a long fight, that we expected Bungu to give him some problems.
Full 34 professional bouts and never lost one.
And now here comes Prince Naseem.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning and defending undefeated featherweight champion of the world, Prince
You'd like to see Sanchez get a little more active and stop waiting around, because if you wait around for a guy that hits as hard as the Prince.
Down goes Naseem on a straight right hand, and Michael Ortega is going to rule it on the foot.
Prince better beware.
And another big left hook by Sanchez, and Naseem almost went down again. Power punches in round number 2. Naseem 16 out of 30, Sanchez 13 out of 24.
No longer able to elude incoming attacks as effectively, Hamed was tagged throughout the fight. But even with fading speed, Prince possessed what Teddy Atlas calls the Great Eraser.
And once again, you see the awesome punching power of Prince Naseem Hamed. And that's going to be the end of the fight.
Prince Naseem Hamed claims his 35th consecutive victory, knocking out Augie Sanchez in devastating style, to remain the undisputed and undefeated featherweight champion of the world.
Still, the undefeated featherweight champion of the world, Prince Naseem Hamed.
He took his gloves off Naz so the commission can check it, see if there was any metal or anything. They can't believe the power.
From a wicked entrance, from a flip over the rope to a knockout. Now, featherweights with Prince Naseem, when they get hit, it's a whole different story. When they get hit, it breaks the concentration and they get ready to get knocked out.
Next, Naz would take on Marco Antonio Barrera.
One of the most anticipated featherweight showdowns.
A Las Vegas super fight for all the marbles.
It's time for Hamed to live up to his own hype.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
He's relying on his speed and his power, and his speed is eroding.
Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim, I got it going back and forth. 57, 57, 3 rounds apiece.
Counter-punch.
Naz has got to try to land a big knockout punch, even at the risk of possibly being knocked out himself.
So in the last 6 rounds, Marcos won 5 with him.
He told us there was going to be change, we were going to see the combinations. He told us he wanted to send a message out to the other featherweights in the world. He didn't produce any of that. All we saw there was a NAZ of before. He was late.
It was terrific stuff, but for my money, Naseem Hamed has been beaten for the first time.
Marco Antonio Barrera.
Justice is done, no complaint from Hamed, and he couldn't have any.
The loss seemed like just a minor bump in the road. However, it would sadly spell the end of Prince Naseem's career. He would fight and win one more time, then quietly ride off into the sunset.
And one of Britain's greatest ever boxing showmen and world champions is Naseem Hamed.
I think Robinson always got him.
Did you feel you might have left a bit too early?
I had hand trouble, you know. My hands could not take the power that I generate.
Prince Naseem Hamed retains his title.
I believe I was one of the hardest punching featherweights that ever lived.
They took his gloves off NAZ so the commission can check it, see if there's any metal, and they can't believe the power.
The speed, movement and power are exemplary. The combinations are blindingly fast.
Prince Naseem Hamed.
Nobody brings it home like Joe Vincent. Nobody.
Make it so.